Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're on now to the turtle, and we're going to see our familiar command, the repeat. So this is just a simple make a square. Let's run the program. And of course, and there it is. Just finish that. Levels 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4 are pretty similar. But level 5 has something. So here's level 2, 3, 4, here. Level 5. That has something new that I wanted to show you. Now, let me show you level 1 first of all. So it's the repeat. A lot of people call this a for loop. A lot of programming languages. For something something. Just different, or a do, usually a do loop. Okay, here's the for loop. A do loop has some condition. Do something until a condition. For loop is for some index variable like I, for I equals 1 to 4. So the repeat 4 times is more like a for loop. And a while loop. So those are 3 names of loops. Do loops, for loops, and while loops. You do something while one condition is true until it's not true anymore. The do loop and for loop work a little differently. The do loop and while loop, do loop and while loop work just a little differently. One is the conditions before you even start. The while loop, the condition has, you have to satisfy the condition before you even start it. The do loop, you do it at least once, and then you test if the condition's met at the end. And then the for loop is just do this so many times, which is what this is. That's what this program is. Okay, do, for, and while. Other programs, C, MATLAB, and so forth, will have the do, for, and while loops. Right now, I want to get you used to the logic, not necessarily, do, for, while, what syntax do I use, exactly how do I type it in to make it work. I want you to get used to the logic, how you're going to accomplish the tasks logically. That's why we spend a little time on flowcharting, by the way, which helps you understand the logical flow of a program. The difference in step 5, it takes 2 loops. You can nest. Here's a repeat nested inside another repeat. So we have the outer loop, which says do this 4 times, and then an inner loop. Draw each star, each star has 5 lines. There's a pen up, move, turn right, pen down, and then draw the next star, and then you repeat that several times. There's also the set color. Let me go through this. The repeat loops, the color loops, and you can change the color, and the turtle, the basic turtle commands. Okay, I'm going to run the program first, and let's see if we can rabbit it. Make it go fast. There it is. So it drew the 5 stars. Clip this, get an image clip, get your JavaScript and an image of your flowchart. Let's go back to the flowchart again. So we have 2 for loops. We got to do this a couple times. So I'm going to select a bunch of objects. And I'm going to pause this for a minute. I'm going to draw my flow chart, and then I'll be back. Okay, let's see the logic of this. We set the color. I didn't specify exactly what we set it to. In a flow chart, that's not necessary. A flow chart's a big overview, by the way. A lot of times you don't put in details. So this is the outer loop. You're drawing 4 stars. You haven't finished drawing the 4 stars yet. You go into the inner loop. You draw 5 lines for each star. So that's move forward and turn right 5 different times. End of the loop. When you're done with this loop, you go on. This here is inside the for loop. The do 4 times loop. This is inside the do 4 times. Do 4 times. So you go, you do this 5 times, you come back, you move the pen up, you go to the next star, get the right position to start the next star, put the pen down, and then you go back and do it 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1 more time. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. Down. And you're done. It gets all the way done. Okay. Back to the program. And you saw it run. It works well. So let's move on to the next one. Now this one here, we have the repeat 3 times, repeat 5 times, very much like the previous program. This is step 7, by the way. When you're done repeating 3 times, now we have one more task to do. We draw 3 stars, one more task, draw 4 lines, this kind of object. Okay, I'm going to rabbit it, make it go fast. Boom. And done. Okay. Now, let's go see our flow charting. Okay, here's the flow chart for it. So we start, we set the color, we draw 3 stars. So draw the line, so do 5 times, draw the 5 lines that it takes to do the star. You'll notice I'm more descriptive now. Flow charting is fine that way. Instead of having every step that you do in a program, describe what you're going to do so you can understand the process. Go to the next star. So draw the 5 lines in the star. You're done with this loop. You go to the next star, and then you do it 2 more times. When you're done drawing the stars, you set up to draw those 4 lines. Then then 4 times you do 5 steps to draw all those 4 different lines. So this is the process to draw the lines. You're done with that, you go back, you're done with the program. Okay, so that's the flow chart for this one. Homework is to do 1 through 7, activities 1 through 7 and 10. Do 8 or 9 for your quiz. And that's it for the turtles.